shit, guys, hot off the presses, we've got some Call of Duty 2015 news and information. Before we get into the 411, make sure you smack that like button as if you're Ray Rice in an elevator. Oh, and be sure to subscribe for more speculation than the stock market. Since everyone overshares on social media anyways, be sure to plaster this everywhere like one of those home makeover shows. Now that I've convinced you to pimp out the video before I even revealed the substance of it, let's make like Keemstar and get right into the news. Since I have selective amnesia about the last Treyarch Call of Duty game, I can't wait for it to finally come out. I've totally put the terrible connections, desynced player models, awful hit detection, easy mode aim-assisted snipers, target finder LMGs, worm squirms, symmetric boring map design, and shock dildo bouncing Betty combinations in the rear view mirror. Don't blame me for hyping this game like Don King. It's all the Call of Duty life cycle, baby. When people are even saying that Ghost wasn't that bad, you know that the cycle is something you just can't break. Okay, and finally, what you've been waiting for, the breaking news. And not like the CNN covering the Malaysian airliner breaking news. This is 100% confirmed. This isn't me overanalyzing the syllables of Vonderhaar's tweets, although I will do that part later. The Call of Duty official YouTube channel released this video. Let's watch it together.
Enjoy the gift, mate.
Great Odin's Raven, that is the most amazing piece of information yet released about Call of Duty 2015. Let's state the obvious here, kill streaks are confirmed for the next Call of Duty game. We saw a chopper gunner, a gunship, and a drone strike. Oh boy, I'm so excited, I just popped a boner. My favorite kill streak, the gunship, is returning. This almost for sure rules out a World at War II, right? Well, not exactly. There certainly were helicopters and airplanes during World War II, but drones? Actually, there was an article in a 1940s Popular Mechanics magazine that I dug out of my local library outlining the invention. Even though some random asshat dismissed the World at War II notion, we'll come back to it later as there's more to this video to break down. Check out the graphics in this clip. It's so amazingly high fidelity that only a superior console like the Xbox One can handle it. This has me thinking that Call of Duty might not be available for the last gen consoles, although we saw graphics got scaled down for Advanced Warfare, so it still is possible. I mean, don't you just hate it when people ask in your video comment section what console is this on? Isn't it obvious? If Advanced Warfare was a Kardashian, you'd most certainly know which one would be Courtney and which one would be Chloe. Sorry, Xbox 360, you motherfuckers are definitely playing the Chloe version. Anyways, it's still possible that the next Call of Duty game might have the graphics scaled down for previous gen, so that's only 69% confirmed. Additionally, snow maps are returning in Call of Duty 2015, as you see here. This almost looks like Grid with the satellite dish from Array, but we're going to see snow maps in the next Call of Duty game. This is 100% confirmed, unless this is an early alpha render which left out the terrain texture. So, 93.7% confirmed. Okay, let's slow down this part here because it's important. Watch as the gunship fires its big-ass cannon. Look at the numbers popping up on the screen. There are 8 plus 2s, which means that Ground War will be returning. 100% confirmed proof right there. We could also assume that this means score streaks are returning, otherwise it would give more points per kill. Since World at War's scoring system was based on 10-point kills and 2-point assists, this also turns the speculation towards it being World at War II, going back to the 10 scale point system instead of the 100 scale point system on Black Ops 2. One last thing in that clip, you can hear the voice acting with a British style accent calling in that drone strike.
Enjoy the gift, mate.
That confirms that one of the factions in Call of Duty 2015 is from England or associated with the British Empire, which basically means everywhere is up for grabs. If anyone is an expert on accents, please let me know so we can narrow down the location of where that person is from. Okay, so enough with that clip, although it is hugely helpful in our information. Let's try and find the double meaning behind these obviously need to be deciphered tweets from Vonderhaar. Let's take this one, quote, "It's just a good weekend to be a fan of FPS competitive shooters. Play what makes you happy." This is a clear indicator that Treyarch will continue the competitive esports focus that Black Ops 2 was entrenched with. We can assume that this means that League play will be returning as well. 94 4.5% confirmed on that. Those of you waiting for a casual Call of Duty game will have to wait for Infinity Ward's next disaster. Or does it? The second sentence, play what makes you happy, seems to indicate that he favors a more casual experience, especially since he plays Destiny religiously. Could we see the revival of casual fun in the next Call of Duty? Let's make that 74.85% confirmed casual fun. But this tweet is more juicy than a spoiled white girl's sweatpants. If you use the secret decoder ring that you get in your box of cereal, you could see the scrambled letters reveal WAWTO, which was translated to World at War 2. Could this be proof that we're going back to the past like the angry video game nerd? Well, let's overanalyze another tweet. Quote, reviewing scripts, my writer just nicknamed a thing I can't talk about, the HATR, or the hater. I think I am going to ask him to go steady. Well, what could the hater be besides all of the squeakers that got their DSR nerfed? In Black Ops 2, there was an LMG called the HAMR, which was only one letter off from the HATR. Obviously, this is a sign that LMGs will return in the next Call of Duty game. That's 98.6% confirmed. What's the significance of the T, though? I think that it means that target finders will be automatically integrated into LMGs because they were utilized very often in Black Ops 2, according to the black box of data that he collected. Millions of people surely can't be wrong. Again, using the secret decoder ring that I got in my box of cereal, the letters reveal BOTHRE, which seems to point that the third game in the Black Ops trilogy will be Call of Duty 2015. Ah, good old Vonahar set off the alarm bells with the sniping trolling tweets again, so we're unsure if the death threats from last year really beefed his ego or just was a sad story about the gaming culture around Call of Duty. But I do know one thing. The Call of Duty culture is as predictable as the phases of the moon. That's why we completely ignore all of the shit that happened in the last game, and we get so worked up about information leaking like an old sink for a game that nobody can play yet, and the brainwashed masses will surely just buy anyways.